Hi, everyone. The bipolar astrophotographer is here. Welcome. Happy to have you here. I am back from my travels. I had a wonderful vacation. Oh my gosh, I was gone for a week and I flew into Illinois and I stayed there for 3 nights with my bestie. But their house is kind of full with children and animals, so I actually stayed at her parents' house. I love her parents' house. It's old. It was built in like 1896 or 1897, so it's like going back in time. So I stayed there for 3 nights, and then we drove halfway to meet another one of my longtime friends in a little town called Momence, Illinois. And so we connected there, and then I went with my other friend and stayed with her in Indiana for 3 nights. But it was really funny because the first night I was there, she says, I was thinking about it. The train station is 5 minutes from here, and my husband has a pass. We could take it in the morning and go to Chicago for the day tomorrow. And I was like, well, yeah, I've never seen Chicago. She's like, well, then we have to go. So we did this whole thing. We went to Chicago. We took the train to Millennium Station, which was so cool. It was like this little underground terminal with like bars and coffee shops and little bakeries and all this stuff. And then we got out and we went up to Millennium Park and we saw the bean. The Cloud Gate, I think is what it's called. But we went and saw the bean and got pictures of the bean, that was a bucket list of mine. I always wanted to see the bean. And then we walked to Willis Tower, which was formerly Sears Tower. And I believe it said that it's the 3rd tallest skyscraper in the Western Hemisphere, which was cool because the only other one I had ever been up to an observation deck of was the Empire State Building in New York City way back in the day. So this one was actually a taller experience. And so we did the sky deck, which is up on the 103rd floor, and it's glass. It's got like a glass... it's almost like a glass bay window, but the floor is glass too. And so we did that. And so that was the tallest building I'd ever been in because at that height, we were at like 1355 or 1353 feet. And I think the observation deck at the Empire State Building is like 1050. So that was cool. Then from there, they have all of these restaurants and all of this nice stuff in Willis Tower, but we wanted Chicago dogs. Hello. Duh. So I went up to the sushi bar that was in the Willis Tower, and I asked the gal, I said, is there a Chicago, like, hot dog place nearby? And she said the only thing she could think of was a place called Luke's Italian, and it was like a block and a half. So my friend and we walked over there. We got Chicago dogs for $4.95. I think my meal with a drink was $6 on the nose. It was hilarious. It was so nice. And then from there, we took an L train, which was funny because we couldn't figure out the map. I think we looked at the train map. Oh, I know we looked at the train map longer than we actually rode the train. So we got on it. We paid $6 for both of us. We rode it one stop just to say we'd ridden it because we were on a little bit of a time crunch because we wanted to catch a water taxi. But the L train that we got on was the Pink Line, which was really fun because it went over the road like the other ones, but then it also curved and it went over Chicago River where it splits in downtown Chicago. So we got to see it from above. And then, excuse me, I popped a Ricola. I was hoping it would help with some of this. So then after we did the one stop on the Pink Line, we went down and caught a water taxi, a 15-minute ride back to Michigan Avenue, and then caught the train from the Millennium Station and went home. We walked over 6.5 miles that day, and I had so much fun. So this friend that I did this with, she and I were in the same first grade class together, but we didn't really become really close friends until junior high school. And so I hadn't really seen her since then because we went our own ways, and then she and I reconnected like 8 years ago. And we've just done phone calls because she lives far away. So we've just done phone calls and caught up with each other. And so this was our first like trip together and like hanging out experience since way back in the day. And there was a point where we're like in Chicago and I'm thinking, well, this is illegal. We're like 2 12-year-olds. We shouldn't be doing this without a chaperone. It was just so cute. It was just so fun. And her name is Kira, and my name is Kara. It really could have been a movie called Kira and Kara Do Chicago. It was hilarious. I had so much fun, but it was time to come home. But after Chicago and after the next couple of days spent with Kira in Indiana, we then drove back to the same little cafe, and we all three were able to have lunch together. So Kira and my other friend met, and so it was like my two sisters were meeting, and we had a quick lunch there. And then I spent another night in Illinois with my friend, and then I flew out and got here. I got home on Saturday night. But in Illinois, we did antique shopping. We did boutique shopping. I was able to buy some stuff and bring some stuff home with me that some really beautiful kind of trinkets, if you will, to have. So it was just the best. And after kind of a hard summer of hard trips, this was just so wonderful. But while I was on my trip, I was seeing all these beautiful pictures. I'm going to try to pronounce the name right. I think it's called the Comet, Tsuchinshan. I think I said that right. Tsuchinshan Atlas, the Comet. I was seeing beautiful pictures of them, and I was like, well, I missed the peak. I missed the peak opportunity to shoot it, which I don't even care, because I was having another once in a lifetime opportunity, so it was what it was, and I wouldn't have traded it for the world. But I was seeing all these beautiful pictures. So when I got home on Saturday night, I told my husband, well, we should try to see the comet. I know it's getting, the apparent magnitude is getting dimmer as it goes every day. It's getting further away from the sun, further away from Earth. It's going back out into our, the more vast areas of our solar system. And I would really like to try to shoot it. So we went out on Sunday night, cloudy. There wasn't even a chance. But Monday night, last night, it was beautiful. So instead of doing like crazy, when we don't have a view of it from here with our telescopes, with our observatories, unfortunately. My husband might have a view of it tonight or tomorrow night, but it's going to be dim. I'm not sure it's going to be worth it. So I took a backpack with my Nikon DSLR and my Tamron 150 to 600 lens, threw it on my back. He threw the tripod on his back. We bundled up. We put on coats and hats and gloves. We got on our electric scooters, and we rode up to a trail right kind of, half mile away, and shot the comet last night, and we got it. I couldn't see it with the naked eye quite, but I think the magnitude was either a 4 or 5, 6. I was getting conflicting reports on that, so I'll just say it was a 5. If I could see it, the light pollution from the city kind of blocked it, but I was able to get a picture, so I thought I would show it to you. So this is my picture. Well, I don't want to say mine, because my husband, he actually ended up I just did a whole bunch of 1-second pictures. He ended up stacking them in PixInsight and doing a whole thing. So this is our picture of the Tsuchinshan Atlas 2023 Comet. And let me get my recording software out of the way. Look at this. That turned out okay, right? I'm not too disappointed in that. I was really happy with that. So anyway, the comet's getting dimmer and darker, and even though I missed the peak of it, I definitely didn't miss out on getting a good shot of it. I was very pleased with this. Very, very pleased with this. And what makes it really even kind of more fun is the trail that my husband and I took the scooters to shoot it is the trail that he proposed to me on way back when. So we made it a point to kiss under the beautiful clear sky with the comet up above and get a little quick shot of the thing. Yeah, I was pretty pleased with it. I mean, it could be better, obviously, if we had taken better gear or had a tracking mount, but this really turned out okay. I was really pleased with it. So beautiful. It turned out really nice. I'm glad I got another comet in my collection here, because the only other comet I think, well, that's not true. We did shoot a comet years and years ago, but it was a little tiny and far away. But I did get Neowise a few years back, so it was nice to add another comet into the mix. So anyways, I just wanted to say hi and hello. I'm not going to go into all the space stuff yet that I still have yet to share with you. I'll get on with it either this week, probably this week I'll start. I've got, I think, 2 or 3 more targets to share. I think it was 2 more targets to share. I'll have to look back. But I just wanted to share the fun of my trip. It was great. I loved it so much. But it was time to come home, and I was okay with that. I missed my house. I missed my husband. I missed my cat. It's the little thing. I missed my parents, obviously, but it's the little things. Like I missed my shower. I missed my bed. It was time to come home, but it was a fantastic trip. I will cherish it my whole life. It was so, so, so much fun. All right. Well, I don't know how long I've been going on this so far, so I guess I better call it. I got some stuff I want to get done today. I've been procrastinating on getting back into the rhythm of doing laundry and stuff, so I got to do some stuff today, but just wanted to say hi and hello, and I hope that all is well with you and clear skies are blessing you and gracing you. It's been a beautiful autumn season. I'm loving it. Right now it's the peak here, so I didn't miss it. I was afraid I was going to miss the peak of the colors in town here, and it's beautiful. We've got beautiful trees right outside and our front door, and I'm loving the season. I'm hoping for clear skies, of course, again for the November new moon, which should be about the first week of November. So hopefully we'll get some more space stuff to share, but I will get on here in a couple more days or tomorrow or whatever and share more of some of the space stuff that I got in October's new moon, since I hadn't gotten a chance to get around to it yet. But I just wanted to jump on here, share the comet picture with you, share our experience, share my trip a little bit, and just kind of say hi. It's been a while. I've missed y'all. I've picked up some new subscribers while I was gone too, I noticed. If you're new to the channel and you made it this far into the video, happy to have you here. Thank you so much for the subscribes and for the likes and for your wonderful comments. And it's great to have, the more the merrier on the journey of observing our universe and embracing the bigger picture altogether. All right, everybody, I'm going to take off. Enjoy your Tuesday. Hope all is well. Catch you again very soon. Self-care is not selfish. Bye.